All right, Shalom Yasharallah. Before we get started, we'll give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakak Wadash, and double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Back with another video. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to you brothers and you sisters out there. All right. Now the title of this one's gonna be called "Do We Need to Travel to Other Countries to Preach?" All right. And I may change it around the title, but this will do. All right, do we need to travel to other countries to preach? All right, and I'm playing the short clip I got off Instagram, not this one. Where is it? All right, the short clip of Bishop Nate of the IUIC is saying he challenges all Hebrew Israelite camps. He challenges us to go to other countries and preach the word. And my question is, do we need to do that? All right. Well, we'll listen and then we'll get the scriptures. Lord, when
An open challenge to all the camps. Teach the Bible. Travel to another country where we're not teaching at and establish something there. We challenge all you camps that say you're righteous before the Lord. Go to another country where we're not even there and teach and establish something. Can you do that? Can you do that?
Let's do it one more time.
Open challenge to all the camps. Teach the Bible. Travel to another country where we're not teaching at and establish something there. We challenge all you camps that say you're righteous before the Lord. Go to another country where we're not even there and teach and establish something. Can you do that? Can you do that?
You see that? Salakia. You saw that, so you heard it. So he challenged, all right, other camps to preach the word, teach the Bible, and travel to other countries, all right, to do that. But is that really necessary for us to do? Do we really need to preach? Do we need to hop on a jet, like IUIC does, and go to another country and preach the word? Do we really need to do that? And the short answer is no. All right, we don't. Because why? We have the internet. Let's start with Psalm 19:4. All right. Let's get that. This is Psalm chapter 19. I'm going to start at verse 1. It says a Psalm of David, right? It says, the heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech nor language where the voice is not heard. Their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world. In them have he set a tabernacle for the sun, which is a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, and rejoiceth as a strong man to run a race. You see, it says their line. What's that line? That line is the internet. Okay, we have this internet that goes out all the world. We got you have other listeners who are in other countries that tune into the lives that we do, or they watch the videos. All right, or even in simple or in like in simple matters, right? You got a cousin who may live somewhere in in the eastern world. You can send a text to him and he'll get it instantly, man. So we don't need to travel and hop on the jet to go down to countries to preach the word. Where you have the internet, that was which the Lord created the internet for that reason. YouTube, TikTok, all right, wherever else Hebrew Israelites on the social media preaching the word, right? Where the message is going out, man. So you don't need to hop on a jet to go here and to go there to preach the word, man. To gather together, because we're the Lord is doing that, through the Holy Spirit, gathering together the elect, So we don't need to do that because the internet does that, right? Let's get Matthew 24:14. It says, and it reads, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come. How's that happening? Okay. How's this gospel being preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations? By the internet. By us doing videos just right now. This video I'm doing right now, it's going to be posted. You won't see it. All right. And people going to see it, man, from different countries. You know, wherever they at. We got brothers, you know, who are in different countries who never even came to America, who never even met the apostles or met other brothers, you know, that they woke up through the internet by seeing the apostles on YouTube. You see, the apostles never had to travel to another country to wake up or to preach the word. They didn't have to do that, you know. Now back then, you know, during the time of Yahushua, they did go to Paul was he mainly did that. He went to different countries to preach the word, man, to wake up the Gentiles who were the Israelite foreigners, you know. But now we don't have to do that. You see. So to get on translation, NLT, and the good news about the kingdom will be preached throughout the whole world, so that all nations will hear it, and then the end will come. You see. NIV, and this gospel of the kingdom will be preached into all the world as a testimony to all nations, and then the end will come. And this gospel of the kingdom will be preached throughout the whole inhabited earth as a testimony to all the nations, and then the end will come. So it's the same thing, man. All right, and it's gonna be preached to all the nations, because we know. Let's get Isaiah 34. The nation's gonna hear their judgment, but it's really for the Israelites, because we're scattered to all nations. Isaiah 34:1, come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. You see, so the nations, they're gonna hear also the word being preached, because they're gonna hear their judgment is gonna play out. But we're preaching to all the nations, because you know the Israelites are scattered into different nations. You see. So now let's get Romans 10:18. So we don't need to hop on a jet like the IUIC does. You know, we don't need to get on a plane to go to Smyrna. All right, we don't need to go to the Solomon Islands. Okay, we don't need to go to Africa, or we got what's a camp in Africa. I believe it's GMS Tanzania and GMS Nigeria. You know, we didn't have to go over there. The apostles didn't have to go over there to preach the word. They heard the word through the internet, man. Romans 10, and I'm gonna start at 14. It says, how then shall they call on him in whom they have not believed? And how shall they believe in him of whom they have not heard? And how shall they hear without a preacher? And how shall they preach except they be sent? As it is written, how beautiful are the feet of them that preach the gospel of peace, and bring glad tidings of good things. But they have not all obeyed the gospel. For Esaias, who was Isaiah, saith, Lord, who have believed our report? So then faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of the Most High. But I say, have they not heard? Yes, verily, their sound went into all the earth, and their words unto the ends of the world. You see? How did that happen? Did the apostles, and the bishops and elders get on the jet, get money together, and get on the jet to go to the Solomon Islands? No. Did they get money together to go to the South America and preach? No. To go to Africa, any different other countries? No, they didn't. They did that. They were. If you look at the old videos, they were in the in the studio, all right, on a couch. All right, had a tape recorder, and they put the videos up on YouTube, man. You see, so they didn't have to. They did it from their couch in the house. You see, they didn't have to get on the jet and go out to the different countries and preach the word, man. Because the Spirit of the Lord is going to gather the elect of Israel through hearing the words, and by the internet. Because that's how a lot of us came in. We came in through the internet. That's how I came in. Being on TikTok. All right, and seeing the 12 tribes chart being broken down. Okay, that's how I heard the word. Some brothers, they woke up by, the camp. They walked by the camp. They heard the word being preached. That's another big part. Going out in the highways and hedges preaching the word, you know. But we do that. We what do we do out there? We go live, you know, because you never know. Somebody from somewhere else may go on YouTube and see the Israelite live and click on it and hear the word, man, and they be brought in, you know, if they're of the elect. See, so that's the reason the NLT version. Starting at 14 again, it says Romans 10:14 NLT. But how can they call on him to save them unless? So I can read it again. But how can they call on him to save them unless they believe in him? And how can they believe in him if they have never heard about him? And how can they hear about him unless someone tells them? And how will anyone go and tell them without being sent? That is why the scriptures say, how beautiful are the feet of messengers who bring good news. But not everyone welcomes the good news. For Israel, for Isaiah the prophet said, Lord, who has believed our message? So then faith comes from hearing, that is, hearing the good news about Yahushua. But I ask, have the people of Israel actually heard the message? Yes, they have. The message has gone throughout the earth, and the words to all the world. You see? So this message has been preached throughout the whole world, man, through the internet. Not by us, you know, getting up, getting on the jet or a plane, getting a ticket, and going to the UK, you know, or going to Italy, all right, to preach the word. No, we're in our house, you know, pressing record and going live or doing videos, man. See? Let's get Matthew 26. All right. And a lot of people say, oh, yo, you guys just jealous. Well, I'll be jealous. You know, there's nothing to be jealous about. Matthew 26:13. I'm going to start at 10. When Yahushua understood it, I'm going to start at 6. All right. Now when Yahushua was in Bethany, in the house of Simon the leper, there came unto him a woman having an alabaster box of very precious ointment, and poured it on his head as he sat at meat. But when his disciples saw it, they had indignation, saying, to what purpose is this a waste? For this ointment might have been sold for much and given to the poor. When Yahushua understood it, he said unto them, why trouble ye the woman? For she had wrought a good work upon me. For ye have the poor always with you, but me ye have not always. For in that she had poured this ointment on my body, she did it for my burial. Verily I say unto you, wheresoever this gospel shall be preached in the whole world, there shall also this woman have done be told for a memorial of her. You see, so that shows you that this gospel will be at some points will be preached throughout all the world. Now back then, the known world, you know, because it wasn't, you know, where they were, you know, because they were in this time they were in the Roman captivity, you know. So Rome at that time conquered the known world at that time, you know. But sooner or later, you know, going down the line, they would reach, you know, they would go towards the new world. But let's go to Acts, all right. Acts 1, let's start at verse 6. When they therefore were coming together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, will thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? See, the kingdom was only for the Israelites, not for all nations. And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power, but ye shall receive power after that the Holy Spirit is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and in all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth. Boom. And let's look this up. All right. See what it says. Uttermost part. It's eschatos. I believe that's how you say it.
Strong's G 2078. Eschatos. Eschatos.
Eschatos or eschatos, right? It says at last in time or in place, last in a series of places, last in temporal succession, the last, all right, of space, the uttermost part, the end of the earth. Okay, of rank, grade, or worth. Right. Let's look up. Let's see if we can get something. Let's go New World, or what is the New World? Because Americas was referred, the Americas were referred as the New World. What is the New World? Come on, man. Let's go here. This says the term New World is used to describe the majority of the lands of Earth's western hemisphere, particularly the Americas. The term arose in the early 16th century during Europe's Age of Discovery after Italian explorer Amerigo Vespucci, right? That's where you get the word America from. That's from he's a Edomite, published the Latin language pamphlet Mundus Novus, presenting his conclusion that these lands, soon called America, based on Americo's name, constitute a new continent. You see, so there you go. And let's look up uttermost part. What is the utter? It says, uttermost part of the earth is a biblical phrase that refers to the furthest reaches of the world or the most distant places. It's a symbolic way of expressing the idea of spreading a message or influence to all corners of the globe. In a literal sense, the earth doesn't have a singular uttermost point because it's a sphere. Well, okay, they're getting technical, but the uttermost parts of the earth were referring to the Americas, man, and where the Israelites were scattered. You see? So you can miss me with that, getting on a jet and going to other countries, man. We don't need to do that. The Lord created the internet for a reason. All right, let's get this last one, Mark 16 and 15. So miss me with that BS. This is the disciples' commission, the Great Commission, right? Mark 16:14. Afterward, he appeared unto the 11 as they sat at meat, and upbraided them with their unbelief and hardness of heart, because they believed not them which had seen him after he was risen. And there was 11 because Judas Iscariot, he betrayed the Lord, and he didn't, he unalive himself. And he said unto them, go ye into all the world, and preach the gospel to every creature. He that believeth and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believeth not shall be damned. And these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name shall they cast out devils. They shall speak with new tongues. Oh, they shall speak with new tongues. Meaning what? Languages. Right? Get that word tongues. Salakia. It's glossia.
Strong's G 1100. Glossa. Glossa.
Glossa. It says the tongue, a member of the body, an organ of speech, a tongue, the language or dialect used by particular people distinct from that of other nations. So there's going to be other tongues, when they went out and preach. It's going to be the same way today. And these signs shall follow them that believe. In my name shall they cast out devils. They shall speak with new tongues. They shall take up serpents, and if they drink any deadly thing, it shall not hurt them. They shall lay hands on the sick, and they shall recover. You see? So, do we need to hop on a jet and go to other countries and preach the word? The answer is no. Okay? We don't need to do that. The Lord created the internet for a reason. So, and that's what IUIC does. They get on they go to these different countries and preach. Recently they was in the Solomon Islands, which you don't need to do that, man. All right. And this is not a bragging thing, but Great Millstone, we have camps all over the world. Well, not all, in majority of the world, without even getting on the jet. Okay, got brothers in the UK, got brothers in it's a camp in Africa. It's a camp in it was a camp in Korea. You see, it's a camp in I believe it's camps in South America. All right, you got, of course, across the, the Americas, across America, but there's different camps all over the world, man. Without, the apostles and the bishops and the elders even getting on a jet. They did about it through the internet, on YouTube, and different social media platforms, So, Lord willing, this was edifying to you brothers and you sisters out there. All right, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah HaKodash, and double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Those who was edified in this video, I'm going to say, Shalom.